In they come. And they're off from the 2-mile start for the Racing to School fillies juvenile hurdle. They've jumped off almost in single file with 10 or 12 lengths top to tail. And Angel's Landing in the black and yellow silks of the Piranha partnership leads the odds-on favourite ILE De Jersey as they cross the opening flight, which they've all taken neatly enough. And Angel's Landing setting a brisk early tempo with the early flights coming up swiftly here. Hops over the second, 3 lengths ahead of ILE De Jersey in the mauve silks of the Owners Group 94. The keen-going Austriana in the orange and green on the right disputing second over the third. And then Galar with the pink and white silks a couple of lengths away to the final duo, Doobie in a sheepskin noseband accompanied by the grey Rattling Rosie. Angel's Landing then leading them, but with a reduced advantage into the turn with the free sweating and still keen going Austriana now moving up to apply some pressure. ILE De Jersey tracks them running this bend, 3 lengths away to Galar, waited with in the hands of Archie Bellamy in 4th place, and then Doobie and Rattling Rosie. And Austriana has pulled her way to the front on the approach to the 4th, the flight behind the clubhouse. Austriana goes into it, has a little bit of a run around, goes quite markedly out to the left, as she did at least one of the flights up the home straight, and she was comprehensively outleapt there by both Angel's Landing and ILE De Jersey as they breast the rise and head off now across the back straight. So Angel's Landing with an advantage of a couple of lengths on straightening to Austriana, ILE De Jersey, and then a 4-length break to Galar, and a further 3 lengths away to the grey Rattling Rosie upsides Doobie. First of a pair of flights awaiting them in the back straight now. Angel's Landing, very swift from one side to the other. Austriana was a little straighter on that occasion, with ILE De Jersey going up to just about past her for second place. Galar's in touch in 4th, and then a half-dozen length break to Rattling Rosie, and Doobie is now cast a further 4 or 5 lengths adrift as Angel's Landing, with another very swift leap, begins to stretch them out still further. But ILE De Jersey is keeping close attendance. The odds-on favourite, Nico de Boinville, still sitting quietly enough at this stage. Stalks Angel's Landing out of the back straight. The deficit between them was a couple of lengths. Galar's improved to go 3rd as Austriana, having pulled hard, begins to fall back through the field. Rattling Rosie is just about in touch in 5th place. Doobie, though, is a further 20 lengths away, last of the half-dozen. So making the long approach now towards the 3rd last. Angel's Landing has made all so far under a positive ride from Charlie Todd. He set a decent gallop, and Angel's Landing by and large has been hurdling fluently, but now ILE De Jersey is ranging up and looking threatening. Galar's only a couple of lengths away in 3rd, nursed into it by Archie Bellamy, as ILE De Jersey now ranges right alongside Angel's Landing as they turn to face the 3rd last. Galar shaken up to try and close down the leading pair. So 3 out looming up to them, ILE De Jersey in the centre, jumping on narrowly to Angel's Landing on the left. Galar was a little untidy. Austriana's been pulled up, and it's ILE De Jersey from Angel's Landing at the 2nd last. The gap between them has grown to a length and a half, and a very slight nod on landing from Angel's Landing, and ILE De Jersey shaken up by de Boinville, approaching the final flight and gets quickly from one side to the other. A little more fluent than Angel's Landing, who is sticking to the task and hasn't gone completely away, drifting over towards the near side. De Boinville just has to shake up ILE De Jersey a little more firmly. Angel's Landing still pestering, but ILE De Jersey is too good and makes a winning British debut. Angel's Landing gave it a good go in 2nd. Galar was in 3rd, and the only other to complete will be Rattling Rosie in 4th.
ILE De Jersey has won, making no mistake. First run for Nicky Henderson, having last won in France for Patrice Quinton. Nico de Boinville's 62nd winner of the season. A fairly decisive victory, although at one stage, Sam, it looked as though she might win a little bit easier than she eventually did, and that's credit to Angel's Landing. She kept galloping all the way to the line.
She's kept boxing away, hasn't she, the runner-up? I thought she jumped better without the cheek pieces on today. She looked certainly a more tractable and straightforward filly. And a couple of her leaps down the back straight were almost reminiscent of Make a Stand at one point. They were very slick, but, you know, she just hadn't quite got the quality of the winner, who I think has been very well placed here. I'm not sure quite how good she is. She's beaten a 100-rated horse by, what, 3-4 lengths, something like that. Had to work relatively hard to do so. nice starting point for her. Great for the owners, they're all here, had a good day out at Ludlow, and they've seen a winner, but I think she's been very well placed, and 6,000 to the winner, they've had a good touch there.
Yes, with the owners group, there seems a real community element to it. They can't all have shares in ILE De Jersey, but
there's about 3 million that have, I think.
Is that right?
I don't know. But obviously you've got Stage Star this year as well, which is, you know, a good flag bearer for them, and a number of other nice quality horses.
Well, they had Pentland Hills a few years ago, didn't they?
Indeed.
Won all the big juvenile races.
Micro ownership is great, isn't it? You try telling any of these guys that they haven't had a winner, know, they'll laugh at you. So, that, you know, it's a great way to get into the game for not a lot of money.
Galar, I did think at one stage that she wasn't out of it. She'd at least be a threat to the second, but...
Well, she had the run of the race, really, didn't she? She could draft in behind. She was given a nice patient ride from Archie Bellamy. She travelled a little bit better than I thought she would on this tight track. But then when push came to shove and the other two lengthened away turning for home, you know, she's 112 rated. She got readily left behind. She might want a little bit of a break now.
That I think could be the answer.
Just freshen her up.
Because she's not running as well as she... Those 2 runs in December, I thought she did well to win at Doncaster, given how the race worked out. And obviously the Cheltenham run before that was pretty decent. And
it wouldn't be the biggest surprise, but she's been freshened up, and you know they might find a race or two for her on the flat as well. No, Milton Harris, you know, look to exploit the programme.